Hey everyone, thanks for joining me in another video here for VeritisView. So today the video is basically a message, my message to atheists, or my question to atheists. The reason I'm doing this is because of over the years of having conversations and having these debates and discussions about atheism and theism, the whole God debate. After talking to so many people, I kind of came to a realization or an understanding of why I do this, why I've been doing it for so long. I mean, people ask me all the time, why do you take time to have these talks? Why do you take time to make these videos? Why do you talk about this at all? Why don't you keep it to yourself? And at first, for me, it was just a hobby, an interest, something I like doing. I was genuinely interested in the topic and I like talking to people about it. Then it came to be more of the reason I do it is to open a discussion, to allow somebody that I might have contradictions with, I might conflict with as far as beliefs, that may not come from the same place, they might not view things the same way I do, but at least to be able to give them that platform, that opportunity to actually talk with an atheist, to question an atheist, to understand why they are, to understand what they are, how they came to be. We're not these scary devil worshipping people. I mean, until this day, I still get that a lot of times from people. Whether it's talking to somebody face to face, some are still scared to talk to atheists. Some are just don't want to talk to us because of the way we approach them, the way we talk to them. And I've noticed this myself. I've done it myself over the years. Whether it's by the terms that I use, the way I approach them, the way I talk to them. Things like calling out their arguments or their fallacies, like arguments from ignorance. To me, I understand what it is. To a lot of you, you'll understand what it is and why I'm saying it. But to somebody else that doesn't do this on the daily, that doesn't research this, that doesn't study this and try to understand what these arguments are and what the fallacies are, it might sound like I'm calling them stupid. How do you think that makes them feel? Whether I use terms like this is a circular reasoning, this is a fallacy from incredulity, this is a red herring, this is an ad hominem attack. I mean, just simple little things like this that most of you out there may know, a lot of atheists out there may know and understand. I may know the terms and understand exactly what they mean and what all the arguments are. But does the audience does? The person you're talking to, do they understand? How is it going to be accepted by them? How are they going to interpret what you're calling them, what you're telling them, and how you're telling it to them? So ask yourself this. What's the goal? What's the goal in having these conversations? What's the goal in having these discussions? Like I said, at first, it was just an interest for me. But now, it's more of an opportunity to give someone that has contradicting beliefs from what I do the opportunity to talk to me, to get who I am, to understand who I am. Not only for them, but for me to understand why they believe, how they came to believe, whether it was from indoctrination, whether it's from a tragic life event, but it gives that opportunity. It gives a way for the two different parties that come from two different worlds to come together and actually discuss something. So, again, my message or my question: what is your goal? Are you trying to make somebody feel stupid? Whether or not, even if it's not intentional, can we try to kind of see how it can be taken by somebody else, by your audience, by your debater, by the person you're just talking with, having a conversation with? Try to understand how they can make them feel about the way we're talking to them, the terms that we're using. An argument from an ignorance. Initially, that could pretty much sound like you're calling them stupid, but you may not be doing that at all. You know what it is, but do they? Does your audience? Does the person you're trying to get the message out to, do they get it? Do they understand it? Are they looking at it the same way that you are? So ask yourself that. If you want to give that first step, that opportunity for that first step, to start a conversation, give the opposing view the option to actually talk to us, get to know us, I mean, that's a big deal there. Make somebody feel comfortable enough to even start or want to talk to us about anything. How are we supposed to change anybody's minds without giving them that opportunity? How are we supposed to let them understand who we are and why we are what we are if they don't get that opportunity? If they don't feel welcome to have that discussion? I've seen it myself. I've done it myself. It could sound like we're just being assholes to people and really not be meaning to. So ask yourself that. You know what it is. You know what the information is. You know what you mean by what you're saying. But does your audience? What is your goal? Ask yourself that. So that's my message for atheists today. That's my question for atheists today. Thanks for watching.